Hey YouTubers, and welcome to Elevate Styles. I am Treasure and I'm here to give you an update on my hair. So I did go ahead and make this wig, and I'm going to show you the hair that I used to make this as well. This is in its natural state. This is a body wave wig with a 4x4 closure. So I'm a weekend. I haven't put any heat to it besides flattening down the top with a hot comb, but it is in its natural state. I haven't put any products in it, and as you can see, it's nice and soft and fluffy. So what I used to create this wig was a 4x4 closure by Ali. Alright, so this is the closure that I used for this. I'm just gonna see if we can, and this is Ali silk lace, and it's the free part. This is the natural top closing. This is a 4x4 and it has the baby hair, so it's unprocessed. It's human hair. It's you can dye it, bleach it, perm it, whatever you decide to do. For supplies, you're going to need a pair of scissors, any kind that you own, needle and thread. I normally use about 4 or 5 needles, but whatever you like. You're going to need T-pins. T-pins is to secure down the closure on your wig head. You're going to need some tweezers just to pluck your parting however you want, and a dome cap. I prefer black simply because the hair is dark and you don't have to worry about it through the closure because we will be cutting that out. Okay, so what I went ahead and did off camera, I did go ahead and pin down my closure to my wig head. I just did the front so that I can do some plucking, and then around the back, as you can see, I secured that around the back. Alright guys, so I'm going to go ahead and part this down the middle because I do want a middle part for my wig. So all I'm going to do is just part it down the middle here with the T-pin that I am using so I can get that precision part. So I separate both sides so that you can have your middle part, and you can see that. So here's the part. Okay, so off camera I went ahead and finished plucking that, so this should be your end result. Again, I only did 2 lines in the closure and I just pulled them out. So I am going to go ahead with the tweezers and clean up any little like dark knots that I did miss when I plucked it with my hand, because you don't want the dark knots in your closure parting. Now that we already did our customizing on our closure, what we're going to do is we're going to remove it. So what we're going to do is we're going to now put the dome cap on. Doesn't matter actually how you put it on. I just normally like to know where the back is and where the front is. So we're going to put the dome cap on our mannequin head like so. I'm going to make sure I know like this is the part that's going to be cut off. So I make sure it's lined up perfectly like if it was on my actual head. You understand what I'm saying? So I do it like that. And so what I'm going to do now is that closure that we just customized, we're going to put it right back on over top. Now you see how it has, you can see in the light, the 2 stitches here. You want to make sure that the ends of your closure are there because that's going to play the middle. As you can see, you're just going to put it on like so, and we're going to go ahead and use our T-pins again. I normally like to start from the back so that I can make sure that the closure is flattened down on here correctly when it's time to sew it. And I'm just pinning it down like so. The same way I had it pinned to the head before we put the dome cap on, it's the same way. You're just going to pin it on the hair, because now we're going to create the wig. And the back is nice and secure, so I am going to go ahead and make sure that the front is nice and flat like so. So now that the closure is on, you see the closure is on here. Just pull them baby hairs off the lace. The closure is on, you can actually begin to sew. So what I'm going to do, because I already put up my middle part, so my part is in there, I'm going to put this up in a ponytail just so that I can sew the closure down. And I am going to show you my sewing method. Pull the needle through the loop and secure it tight. Did you see that? So I'm going to do it one more time. I'm going to go through it, push it up, make a loop, pull the needle through the loop, and secure it. So if you use the stitching method that I just showed you, the stitching should look like this on the closure on the cap. Okay, and you're gonna do that same process all the way around. So you're gonna do the back first, and let me just turn it, and then you're going to do one side. So I did use a 14-inch closure on this wig because I wanted the layers. So I did use a 14-inch closure and then the 3 bundles. So what I did was, Sensationnel has a new hairline of bundles, and it is called 15s because it's their 15A grade for their bundle hair. And this is the body wave for it. And it's a virgin hair, so you know, treat yourself on a budget. So I did go ahead and use, for this wig, I went and used a 22-inch. And it's airtight still to keep the freshness. There we go. So I used 22, 20, and 18-inch. So normally I sew here, I leave some room down at the cap, so when I'm putting it on, I can go ahead and pull it down. So I leave about ½ inch with no hair on it. So I'm going to do the same sewing method that I did when I did the closure, as well as on the bundles. Again, I am a professional, so if you know another way to sew, sew the way you know how to do best. You don't have to sew the way that I'm sewing. This is just the way that works for me. So I'm going to go ahead and do my first lining. Like I said, I did double the tracks on this one. Okay, so I went ahead and went off camera and finished sewing in all the bundles for 22 inches. And this is what it should look like. So now that I've used the double up on that one, I'm going to go ahead and open up 20 and 18. I'm just going to do both bundles off camera. And I am going to do one track at a time for these ones. So I'll show you what the finished product looks like. As you can see here, I did take the closure out of the ponytail. It went back to its natural state and curled up on me. So I just clipped them down with 2 duckbill clips. And you see how flat it's laying? So that's why we leave that extra, so there's no bump here. It's nice and flat. Now that I have sewn all 3 bundles in, the 22, the 20, and the 18, this is how it should look. So you want to leave just enough out so that when you pull your closure down, that it's flat. So it should be tight all the way up into here. So I'm just going to take the clips out and then show you what I mean. Now remember when we sewed the cap, the closure onto the cap, this is how we're going to remove it. We're going to flip the cap completely upside down, and we're going to cut the middle part out. So you're going to take your scissors. If you can see closely, you see the stitching of where the closure is. You're going to make sure you put your hands underneath of it and cut just the cap out that's right underneath of the closure, if you can see. Right underneath the closure. And you're going to cut that completely out. Be careful you don't cut the threading on that. See? Now we have the closure. And I cut away the rest of the doom cap. This is the final product. I did go ahead and use a straightening comb to flatten out the top just a little bit, but this is in its natural state. I didn't actually put any heat to the curls or anything like that. I am going to style it off camera, and I will show you it once I apply it. I left the baby hairs on so that you can see that I didn't do anything to it. And you have the part. Yeah, I hope this helped you guys. So I did use 3 bundles and 1 closure for this, and it's nice and full. I'm going to show you the length on it for me. So again, like I said, this is in its natural state. I have not done anything to it. No heat, no curling products, no nothing. And it's been in for a week. All I do is just finger comb it, put it on. That's it. Here's the length in the back. So I cut out the middleman, stop paying those extra prices for these AliExpress hair, and this is just, it's good. Like literally, I'm not joking. I order hair online and I buy them from vendors who actually have them on hand. So this is my first time actually using like what they want to call it, beauty supply hair bundles. But listen,
This is probably what they selling to us online anyways. So this is by Sensational. It's extremely soft. It's extremely pretty. I'm probably going to add some color to my life to it. And here, that's my part. My baby hairs, as you can see, it's just the closure part. And then the rest of it is. So I hope you like the review on this hair. It is really, really good hair. I wouldn't lie to you. Trust me. I'm gonna tell you. So I'm gonna go ahead and add the link down below. You can be as long and luxurious as you want, or you can keep it natural. Either way you want to do it. There's a lot of different lengths that you can do, a lot of different the closures. They also have it in the frontal if you want to try a frontal, whatever you want to do. So leave your comments down below if you have any questions about the hair or anything like upkeep or maintenance or anything. I could definitely help you out with that. So until next time, I am Dritter. See you on the next video.